Alright guys, welcome back. I am your Ice Dragon, Rayrun VR. Today we're going to take a look at the Lionel 2022 catalog. Now this is a particular catalog that I almost forgot to look at, but I was looking at some other content creators and they started reviewing. It's like, oh man, I need to review that too because there's actually a lot of cool things that I like about that's in this catalog. Now, I know I'm more particularly HO scale, but doesn't mean that I can drool over some of the products that Lionel has because there are some awesome things. And kind of a fun fact, my first train set was actually in Lionel scale. It was I think it was a Crayola train that you can like color a boxcar. And that's what I had running around my Christmas tree until I got the Bachmann Spectrum Amtrak set. That went under the Christmas tree when I was younger, but Lionel has some pretty cool train sets, not gonna lie. So we're just gonna flip through this and see, my general opinions on things. Again, if you want to follow an awesome Lionel YouTuber, Eric Trains is usually the one that I go to for anything Lionel. He's got a great layout, great studio, and I highly recommend you guys watching his content on Lionel. So, interesting Lionel command station. Looks like a little bridge or a stadium. It looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Looks like they're going to the Bluetooth capabilities. I'm starting to see that a lot with HO scale, with Digitrax and NCE and all these other up and coming DCC systems. That everything is going to the phone. Now I'm hoping that it's not going to be like 100% must be Bluetooth technology. Like they need to have both wireless for the up and coming generations, and then keep it wired as well for those who want to just plug and play. And kind of more on the Lionel Base 3 and with the app. So then we start getting into some engines here, which again is okay. There's something about Lionel though. Again, this may be an icy take, but it's a little cartoony, more. I don't know. It's really hard to describe Lionel scale, O scale, I should say. But nevertheless, it's nice to see model railroading has different sizes for any type of enthusiast. Norfolk and Western, it's like a 2664. Pretty cool. Now, I love one cool thing about Legacy is that, or not Legacy, about Lionel is that they do some awesome fantasy schemes and just fantasy concepts. And I like this little brass and, uncolored, undecorated version of this engine. I think that's pretty cool because then you can display that as, hey, it just came right out of the factory. It's not even painted yet. So pretty darn cool. Some passenger cars that I'm not too much into. Coach or cattle cars. Let's see what we got here. Legacy Steam. This is another cool thing about O scale or O gauge. I always get those two mixed up. Is that you get obviously, since it's a bigger model, you get a lot more cool features associated with it, and this is no exception. If you're a person that wants features when you run trains, this is the scale I would highly recommend because different whistles, you've got very reliable smoke, unlike the smoke that we see in some of the BLI engines from HO. But definitely, O scale is the king when it comes to features. And again, we go back to that fantasy schemes. This is pretty cool. This little American Kansas City Southern engine. You got a Santa Fe tender. And what's cool about this is that a lot of these engines have tender specific road numbers. So Santa Fe has that kind of long rectangular tender. Pennsylvania has that distinct shape with the back. The color scheme of the Santa Fe Super Chief. That's so cool. So cool. Let me get this back into full screen here. And props to Lionel too. This interface that they use for the catalog is just pristine. It allows me to capture things, bookmark things. It's just very, very good. Well done user interface for the catalogs. Some more steam engines. Now, this is one that I love the smaller steam engines. I love geared engines. And I love these 4-2 or yeah, I think it's a what is it 4-4 and 2 style. Let's see here. Doesn't go too much into it, but there's just something about this design that just really fascinates me. And it's like if I were to ever get into Lionel, or get into G scale, particularly G scale, I want to get those geared locomotives, the Shay, the Climax, these little 442 engines. Like that's pretty cool. And I just wish that someone in HO scale will mass produce these engines. And even these ones, the 060s. Again, you can see the 10 is specific. Really nice. Again, more features on the diesel side. It's pretty cool with the Amtrak. Amtrak coaches, CSX. Now this is a nice train set right here, the SkyTrain from Denver Rio Grande. I know in HO scale, it was Rapido that made this set, but seeing it come to Lionel, this is really nice. Some F7 units. Oh, that's a beautiful color scheme. Aberdeen, Carolina, and Western. This is pretty cool with the coal train here. Now, definitely, when it comes to O scale and Lionel, you're definitely going. It's a lot more expensive than HO. Typically, you're going to the hundreds, maybe into the thousands of dollars when it comes to a single engine. So definitely something to keep in mind. Again, I specialize more in HO, and definitely going one scale up, you're going to pay for it. Now, this whole entire catalog, this is probably the one thing I would drool over because this is such a great set right here. The rocket section of, or a train that's dedicated to transporting this rocket. And you can see it in sections. You can have it covered. You can have it exposed. And I wish we would have a company that would do something like this in HO scale. In N scale, you guys are very lucky because you got Kato, and then you also got Micro Trains that does a lot of these special freight. And in HO, it's like, somebody please give me some unique freight in HO scale without me having to get it either in brass or have it custom made. Again, that's what's so cool about O scale and N scale is that the unique freight that you can have your train hauling is much more better options than there are in HO. Let's see, some more old time coaches. This is pretty cool that you've got commercialized graffiti. More container stuff. This is pretty cool that you've got flag boxcars contribute, camouflaged. I just love how much more options you can make your train unique. Same with the cabooses here. Caboose. Some more modern freight. And now we go into the train sets, which is pretty cool. This is a like hero set. Got the firefighters, the police. And then we go into a universal remote. Pretty cool. And Amtrak's, modern day Amtrak's. This is pretty cool. This is the steam turbine from Pennsylvania. This particular engine. Good old Thomas makes his return. Toy Story. Pixar. Monsters. So this is another thing too about Lionel that's pretty cool is that I really haven't seen it's ever since Lifelike went out of business. You don't see much of like branded train sets anymore. I mean, you really have to go to the hobby stores to really find or go online to find those unique train sets. But you don't see any licensed train sets as much as you used to, and especially with Lionel. Lionel has a lot of licensed products that you can actually have box cars, and that's pretty cool because, again, we talk about how we're going to get the next generation hooked on this hobby, and easily, if you brand something that a kid knows, like Monsters Inc., like Toy Story, that's going to get them into the hobby even more. And I like this. I am a sucker for Frozen, so seeing this set, it's like, man, you guys in Lionel, you guys have it made. Especially with the Christmas-themed track that when an engine goes over it, it lights up at night. Oh, it's so cool. Lionel and O-Scale just has so much unique options to it. John Deere. Good old Harry Potter and the Hogwarts Express. A little Halloween. I like this. See, again, I wish we can find this type of uniqueness in HL. Just don't. And that's one of the reasons why if I do get into O-Scale, I want to get these sets. Like, this is pretty cool. A whole Halloween themed set to have on a layout. So like during Halloween time, we can have this Halloween set. Different cars. Different engine. So cool. Halloween themed track. And this is cool too. I am a big fan of anything space. So SpaceX, NASA, the SLS, Kerbal Space Program. I'm just passionate about all that stuff. The James Webb Telescope. And so when I saw this, it's like, man, you guys even have a space NASA themed train set. This is a very nice set. What's the MSRP on this? Space Launch Line Chief, so that's $449. Not too bad, actually. $450 for that. That's not bad at all. Budweiser, that's cool. A lot of Budweiser cars. Looks like the Promontory Point kind of set there. Some older Lionel schemes there. Some standard sets. It's pretty cool, like graffiti set. Talked about the police one. Santa Fe Super Chief. Again, look at this. You got a freaking submarine on a flat car. That's so cool with this army set. Some more diesels. Tram. Even Batman and Looney Tunes. Like, this is just crazy how much licensing products come with O-Scale stuff. That is just so cool. And with the Looney Tunes on top of the boxcar. And I'm assuming that this moves. That's cool. And then with the Batman on the cattle car here with the Joker. That is so cool. And this was pretty cool too. The art is from a different train on the boxcar itself. That's a nice touch. Even Ford, Chevrolet. Some more beer trains here. This is pretty cool with the services. That's so cool. Oh, I missed this. Look at that. This is from World War II. Oh, wow. Look at that. Boxcars in honor of the carriers during World War II. So I'm also a huge World War II nut. This makes me really want to buy it. Oh, the carriers. And then the generals. Montgomery, Bradley, Patton, Eisenhower. That is so freaking cool. That is so cool. Looks like we got some Presidents Boxcar Series. The railroads. Oh, that's cool. Again, we have nothing like this in HO scale. Even N scale, again with microtrains, has something similar to this. In microtrains, in N scale, you can get like the States boxcar, Planet boxcars. Oh, you can get a personalized boxcar? Is that what this is? Showcase your family and friends' special occasion favorite memories with the assortment of personalized items from the novice to the hobbyist. These cars will pull the heartstring and add a terrace touch to your layout. Add your own photo and up to 3 lines of customized text. Visit thelionelstore.com to create yours today. That is amazing. Wow. Holy cow, a customized boxcar. No, come on. Full screen. A customized boxcar. Oh, that's how you can do like, oh, that's such a good idea. You can do one for pet. See, that is cool to do one for the pets. That I'm actually seriously considering this. That is such a cool idea, especially when they pass. You know, you can say in honor of oh, that is so darn cool. That's a great idea. That's a great. I haven't seen any companies do something like that. That's cool. Christmas set. The Polar Express. Ah, I love this. Mickey themed train set. Man, that's so cool. Winter. Now we get into the Ford, the buildings. A lot of the track. Track plans, how the power works, couplers. And then I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that is pretty much a wrap up of the Lionel catalog. Kind of my initial reaction to when it comes to Lionel. Again, I don't own any Lionel right now. I think probably in the future, once I get a little bit more stable in life, Lionel's pretty darn cool. There's a lot of cool things in O scale. But easily, probably my favorite feature is going to be those box cars. Originally, it was going to be that NASA train set, but being able to customize your box car is probably the most unique item I have ever seen any company do in this hobby. Being able to upload 3 pictures and text and everything, that is really, really cool. Something that I think I'm going to invest in. Just because of the pets idea, I think that'd be kind of cool. So definitely something that I want to look into more. So with it, guys, that's basically my reaction to the new 2022 catalog from Lionel in O scale. I'll try to do these videos as much as I can because I do love going through catalogs. I mean, I grew up on the Walther's HO catalogs book, and the new 2022 did come out. I'm planning on getting that soon, and I'll probably end up doing a live stream of going through the catalog. So, but with it, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below. What do you think was your favorite item in the 2022 catalog? And with it, guys, we'll see you on the next video.